Hi. So I start out all of these apparently. I was just rewatching a little bit just to give my mind a break, if you will. Okay, I'm gonna jump straight into it. Alright. I talked to Liz about kind of my woes with the men in my life. But not really the woes about the men. The woes are more about me. The men just happen to be there and are triggering something like deeper than there. Anyways, okay. Oh fucking lord. I have a horrible habit, I guess you could call it a habit, of being very, I get very, if someone likes me, I just go like, no. Like, no, you don't actually. Even if there are like a million reasons as to why they do, I just can't help but stay in my little bubble of denial. And I was like, why? Because it's like not about them, but like it low-key is, but like it's not. And also like it's also not a self-esteem thing because girl, I know I'm a catch, but also I just don't know why I get so like uncomfortable when people start talking about these kinds of things, or they're like, oh, like they definitely like you or something like that. Like, and I just get uncomfortable, but not that the fact that the person likes me, I just get like fundamentally uncomfortable. Like, I don't know how to describe it. Well, I do now, thanks to Liz, but I was like, why am I just like getting so like stressed about this kind of stuff? Like, it doesn't make any sense that this is like normal people don't react like this. Like, if you say that someone likes them, it's like an ego boost, but for me it would just be like I want to like crawl away and be like, no, no. And like Thomas was actually asking me like, why do I get so like stressed about this kind of stuff? And I'm just like, I don't know. I really can't tell you, and I want to figure it out because let's just say lately, almost all of my friends have been talking a lot about the men in my life, if you will. So, likes you, and I'm like, I don't know. And then they're like, yes, of course he does. And I'm just like, I don't know. And then I just keep being like, but what if, like what if we wanna like look at it from like different angles and everything like that. Possibly there could be like you're just looking at like one event or like two events. That doesn't say anything. You gotta look at the whole picture. And they're like, no, Rosalind, you're being stupid. And I'm just like, but think about it. Like, really, no. Like, I don't understand how deeply I was in denial. And I still am, even though I'm talking about all this, which doesn't exactly make sense, but I'm still in denial. Not really, but I am. I just can't bring myself to admit it. And I don't know why. Anyways, I do know why now, but anyways, I'll get to that. And like it felt like I was thinking of like possible reasons because like honestly I really just could not like because it seems like so obvious, but like it wasn't obvious to me, which was crazy. So I was like, it's like I think one of the first things I wrote in my journal was like, I don't know, it just feels like a lot of pressure when everyone is asking me like if I want to date him, how I feel about it, or like this person, like whatever, like they feel this way about you, they're gonna ask you out, what would you do if they ask you out? Like it's just a lot of pressure, and like I just shut down and deny all of it. So I think that's also part of the reason because like I just don't want to think about it. I don't have like conclusions. I don't want to like say anything and have it change or like the thing with emotions, right? They change and you don't really like relate to them when you're out of it. So like I get really fucking cringe when I like see the stuff that I said when I was my god, emotional. Let's just say that. Oh my god, horrible aspect, horrible part of my life. Horrible, awful, 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 really. And I just like I don't want to say anything that I'm not like 100% sure about. And it feels like there was like a time limit almost that these people were um like if you don't act now, then I don't know, like they won't like you anymore. And I'm like, okay, whatever, like I don't care that much. But then like everyone asking me like, what are you gonna do about it? I'm like, I don't know. I'm not even like leaning towards anything right now. It's just I don't know. And like another thing I wrote was like, why do I get such a primal ick when someone expresses attraction towards me? And I really, okay, genuinely, it is not about them. It's about me. It's always about me. But I'm just like, is like I really don't. It's not about them. It's just about me. Like it's about me. Like how else do I explain this? So I brought all of this up to Liz because I was like, I really don't understand and I don't really know what to do about it or anything like that. And here were her two points that seeming sounds kind of obvious now, obviously, but first is well, she said like, oh, like knowing you, how long we worked together, like you hate being the center of attention and being talked about in this kind of stuff, and all your friends like making fun of you for it. Not really making fun, but like it puts you in the center of attention and like you don't like that. And I'm like, yep, yep. It's like I don't hate it, but it just adds pressure, Like it's not that like I get annoyed at my friends for doing it, because no, they're like fun conversations to have. They're like fun topics to talk about. Obviously, we're like, ooh, who likes who, that kind of thing. But like I think subconsciously it adds like pressure on me, kind of thing. And then so that was the first one, and then the second one, and I feel like she hit the nail on the head with this one. Fear of vulnerability and any kind of breach into romantic relationships or relationships in general or intimate kind of things. Like it requires vulnerability. I don't know. Okay? I don't know. But the vulnerability part made a lot of sense because I forgot exactly what Liz said, but it was along the lines of that. And basically how I just like cannot allow people into the emotional side of me that quickly, because like even with friends, because I was like, oh, like if that's the case, then why am I comfortable being vulnerable around friends? And Liz didn't say this, but I feel like it makes sense. I'm not vulnerable around friends until I am like like I mean my closest friends have seen shit, all right? But like I'm open to talk about things that are vulnerable, but only the logical side of it. I don't show the emotional side of it. So I can talk about the things that I've been through. I can talk about how I feel about this person. I can talk about like my emotions from a logical standpoint. But in a relationship, it's mostly feeling based. And that requires expressing emotions. And I am not built for that kind of life. So, yeah. that's my conclusions right now. So, yeah, those are the things that I've learned today in therapy. It was a fun session, and I think I still have other things to think about. I asked her kind of like what to do about like this kind of fear. I would say fear of emotion is more specific enough. I think fear of vulnerability is different. And she was just like, go on dates. Just say yes. Do things even if you really don't want to, or things like that. Or she was like, but like, not actually you don't want to, but like, like pushing yourself to do things you don't want to. Like there's a difference. Like she was like, don't do things you don't want to. I'm like, yeah, got it. So, that, oh, by the way, I got like a little world scratch off map. It's so cute. I've been to like very few countries now that I look at it, but it's like mostly Taiwan and United States. But anyways, yeah, Taiwan is so small on the map. Yeah. So I just know that I don't feel a pull or a desire or any need for a relationship right now. So it's like a no, because like I just don't want that commitment right now. It is too early in the school year. So no. The answer is no. For that part. I don't know about the other stuff. I don't really know what's going on. And yeah. Yeah. Oh my god. I got a little sunlight lamp. If you couldn't tell, this little ring in the background over there. And then I've been trying to decorate my dorm a little bit more, even though I spend no time in here. Look at. We took that kind of the first half of the session talking about like more just like mini celebrating how far along I've come. Because I was talking about how I felt bad that I was coming to sessions without anything to really like work on, and then because I'm just like, oh, like what if I'm like wasting money, blah blah blah, and she was like, no, you're not, and I was like, I know I'm not, but still, because she was like, basically she was like, maintaining mental health stuff is like just as important as like when you're fucking spiraling, so brought it up. And that's the thing with like, I guess like getting better, you don't really realize that you get better. You just kind of stop thinking about your problems and it stops taking over your life, and then one day you just forget to think about it, and then someone brings it up and you're like, oh yeah, I forgot that was something that I was dealing with for a little bit. And I was also telling her about how like I was comparing this quarter to last quarter, because I'm so like I really don't want to hang out with people. I really don't want to hang out with people this quarter. I know it's week 2, but still, like I've been prioritizing me time so much. Like Saturdays are full me days. Sunday's a grind day. Throughout the week is work. And then Saturday, me day. Like, me day as in a fully me day that no one is allowed to talk to me. Not that dramatic, but like, it is a day where I kind of just like get to spend it all with myself and do whatever that I want. And I'm gonna try to keep it up for as long as I can, because I really want to do more solo dates. Like, they're so fucking fun. I've been telling everyone about them, and like I'm like spreading my propaganda, because we've hung out as like a group of 3 a couple times now, and they've all been like great. Like it's so nice when the conversation flows without me having to be involved. Like, there's been a lot of times where I'm just like listening. Like, I don't feel the need to talk. Like, yesterday, um, I think Thomas and Katie, they were talking about like politics and like, um, AI or I don't know, something along those lines. Um, and I just like was listening. I didn't feel the need to like contribute also because I'm not that educated about like both of them, both topics. But yeah, and Thomas turned to me and he was like, "Are you okay? You haven't said anything for like the last 10 minutes." I was like, "Nah, I'm good. I'm just like listening." And I like I just kind of shut up more around people um that I'm more comfortable with, you know? Like it's really nice when I just don't have to think about, oh, what should I say next? What questions can I ask them? Because both of them just have so many thoughts and like so many good ideas and like yeah, I'm like I don't know, I'm just happy with how things are going right now. Let's try to keep it on a high note for as long as I can. I'm sure something will come and fuck everything over because that's just my life. But I'm gonna leave it here. I will talk to myself again, probably sometime. And yeah, okay. Bye bye.